What's up guys, Ryan here. In this video, I want to start by just saying thank you for helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. It's a big milestone, especially when I think back to what it was like when I started out on YouTube. And I decided to dedicate this video to sharing that story and helping any of you looking to get started on YouTube go from 0 subscribers to 10,000, because now I can speak to that personally. And you guys that have already been following my channel, you know that that's how I like to do things. I don't like to speculate and give advice when I'm not actually doing it myself. So pretty much everything I speak to are things where I'm actually already doing them. I'm already successful doing them. So in this video, let me talk to you a little bit about my journey as a YouTuber. And it was not easy. You may be thinking, but Ryan, you're a teacher. You're at least comfortable talking to people. Well, I am comfortable talking to people, but it is completely different looking at a webcam when you're in a room by yourself, as I am right now. It's just something you got to get used to. Like anything else, you put in those reps and it only gets easier, but it is odd. So when I started, just a quick couple details. I was working 9 to 5 as a web developer. I was teaching 3 web development classes a week at a local university, which I still do. I quit my web developer job, still teach at the university classes. And I was scaling and maintaining my passive income businesses that I dedicated this YouTube channel to, amongst other things. You know, I also have a life. But the reason I shared that is because it's easy to think of reasons not to do things. But long story short, things that don't get done are just, what are they? They're just thoughts. They're just ideas. You know how everybody has a friend that thinks they had $1 million idea, but they didn't take any action. And then they think, oh man, that was my idea. I should have gotten paid. It's like the most annoying thing ever to hear about. Life, like the story of people's lives are written by their choices, by the things they actually do. So ideas don't matter. You got to put, a foot behind it or a foot in front of it and follow that up and start walking and then jogging and then running and take action basically. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, it's easy to make excuses to get started. When I got my first video uploaded, it took me something like 8 hours. It was on a weeknight and I had to work and teach the next day. So that was a long day the following day because I was up till 2 in the morning. But I told myself that day that I'm not going to go to bed until I got that first YouTube video up. And that was that. I had put it off long enough and I just decided that that was the day it was going to get done, which you can still find that video. It's the first one uploaded to this channel. So if you're with me now, if you want to start that YouTube channel, you're ready to go, or maybe you're just listening to this, bookmark this video, come back later. It'll still be here. I'm going to share with you everything that I didn't know when I was getting started. Now, granted, I am pretty comfortable using computers, so I have that little bit of an edge. But also, it's worth noting, on the topic of recording gear here, your phone works just fine. I have this saying that really describes how I'm able to accomplish so much, and it's make it work for you. Again, things that don't get done are nothing. They didn't get done, right? But getting them done, that's the key. However you need to go about your life to get things done, figure it out. So make it work for you. That's what I do to balance so many things in my day-to-day life. And there's going to be a big learning curve, I'm sure, if you're not used to using different cameras or using your phone. This is, by the way, the reason I picked up my phone is because it's honestly a lot easier to probably do videos on your phone and keep it all in that one ecosystem. However, you're going to be sacrificing quality if you do that, because with real videos, you have to put a little bit of editing behind them and whatnot. Not that you can't edit on your phone, but they are a little bit limited in what they can do, in my personal opinion. You don't see professional video editors on phones. You see them on computers. But anyways, recording gear. If you're looking to get started, I share with you everything that I use as a part of my recording setup on my my new verified Amazon store. It's why I got the little blue check mark. I'm excited. I don't know if that had to do with getting 10,000 subscribers, but I applied yesterday and they auto-approved me for a verified Amazon store. So I put a list together of all of my recording gear. It'll cover the different types of cameras I use, from my GoPro to my Sony a6400 to my webcam. It's all there. So I just want to let you guys know. I actually bought a course just to see what hardware to buy to improve my recording setup. So you guys don't have to do that. I'm giving it away for free. The link is right here. Additionally, the link is ryanhogue.com/computer. I see myself blocking it on the screen, but if you're looking to level up your computer, which everybody should, I don't know. This is just like a personal thing to me, but I don't understand, like using a desktop, you can get so much done so quickly. A desktop with 2 monitors, you're crushing the people who are only using 1 monitor. Desktop with 3 monitors, you're crushing the people only using 2 monitors or 1 monitor. So level up if you're serious about having an online business, level up your hardware. And if you don't know, like I'm a tech guy, I built my first computer when I was like 16 or 17 years old, I think 17. And I grew up with them, so I get it. It's easier for me, but everything that you need is here. Like what I've linked to in this Amazon store is not exactly what I use because I don't expect people to build their own computers, but they're pre-built machines. And the laptop that I linked to, actually, I do own. It's great. It's amazing. The desktop I do not own, but it's basically a great deal. It's going to be incredibly fast and it's going to last you years if you choose to level up your computer. I highly recommend considering that though if you're going to start a YouTube channel because rendering videos takes a while. That just needs to be stated. It does. All right. Now I've covered what you need to get started as far as recording your first video. All right. Starting a YouTube channel, I'm not going to walk you through that because, the Google engineers, they're UI experts, they're user interface experts. They make it very easy to, hit next 3 times and start your YouTube channel and whatnot. So I'm sure you guys can figure that part out. But VidIQ, this is a free Chrome extension that gives you really nice analytics. It's not that YouTube doesn't give us nice analytics, but VidIQ gives us like exactly what we need analytics. It's basically a Chrome extension to give YouTube analytics for YouTubers, by YouTubers, which is probably why I like it so much. It's great for things like spying on your competitors, seeing what tags they're using in their videos that you might want to try and rank on. It also does things like gives you suggestions when you're doing your video tags, which assists the algorithms in knowing what to rank, what keywords to rank your videos on. But by the way, the YouTube AI, it is incredibly good at figuring out what we're showing in our video. So even if you try to game the system with keywords or titles, it can pretty much like look at each frame of a video that we upload and figure out what's there. So VidIQ though, it's free. Link is right there if you want to check it out. I'll also put links in the description, by the way. You'll probably want to know, what software do we use? Well, I love OBS Studio. It is incredibly great, incredibly powerful, free software that's great for if you want to set up like a stream, if you want to do things like stream on websites like Twitch, when you're gaming or something. It's great for recording videos locally on your computer, which by the way, you can, if you're using Windows, you can hold the Windows key and hit G and it'll launch what they call like Windows Gaming, and you can just hit the record button and you can record your screen that easily. It takes like 2 clicks if you guys didn't know that. And then, so I use OBS to record. It's also what does the passive green screen behind me to filter out my background. And then I use Vegas Pro as the software of choice for video editing. And I've just been using it. I'm a creature of habit. I've been using it for like, I think 14 years now, since I was a gamer back when I was like 16 years old. So yeah, check out Vegas Pro. That's paid software though. And I'll put a link as well to my website where I list out the software as well as the hardware next to each other. So you guys can check that out. All right, last, I know most of you guys, it's not realistic to put in the, if I had to guess, maybe like 20 to 30 hours of studying, practicing, etc. to really produce what I would consider to be high quality videos. And by the way, I'm not an expert myself, but like just learning how to install OBS Studio and do a green screen, there's a lot of steps there. You have to go buy the green screen, set it up, install the software, configure the software, right? You need the microphone. You need a lot of things. But if you do want to put in that effort, that's why I listed everything before this. Otherwise, consider outsourcing. You can't outsource a green screen, but you can outsource little things like, in my videos where the little subscribe thing pops up, like you can hire somebody who's a professional video editor, often very cheap. The website Fiverr got their name because it started out with all the gigs only cost $5, and you could hire people from across the world. It's $5 so you could hire people across the world where $5 goes a little bit further, who have some tech skills, and they could help you out with things like video editing, creating intros, outros, whatever you can think of. I mean, there's a ton of gigs on Fiverr now. However, they don't have to cost $5. Now they can go up in price, but I just thought you guys might want to know about that. And if you use my link right here, ryanhogue.com/Fiverr, or the link in the description, you'll get a free $5 gig when you sign up. Additionally, now I'm only telling you about services that I've personally used, because there's plenty of other services you could use to hire people. Right? Maybe you want to hire a virtual assistant or hire a full-time editor. Well, you can go to this website, onlinejobs.ph, and it basically specializes in connecting people from the Philippines who have some tech skills with people around the world that want to hire somebody virtually to assist them with any number of things. It could be like software developers, video editors. I was using them for my print-on-demand business for a period of time. I should do a video to actually talking about that. I'm gonna add that to my list after this. So the link is right here, and I'll also put a link in the description if you want to check that out. All right, and then as far as editing, there are also companies that specialize pretty much in video editing only. One that I would recommend is frame.io. If you use this link, you actually get 2 weeks free to test out the service before you opt whether or not to subscribe. So if you're serious, and this is one thing that I kind of figured out about it helping myself to remain accountable to myself, is if I put money down ahead of time, whether it's like a course enrollment or a subscription service or anything like that, if I put money down, it's almost like now in my brain, I know I'm going to see it through because I don't want to waste money. I'm not a fan of throwing money away. Like, joining a course for video editing, when I told you about how I did that to know what equipment to buy, like this microphone and the camera. And it's like, so I put the money down, bought the course, learned what I needed to learn, and then used it, tried to get a return on investment. Otherwise, like, what am I doing, So anyways, yeah, Frame's a great service if you're looking to continually outsource on basically a subscription model. All right, guys, and that's it for this video. Again, thank you for 10,000 subscribers. Seriously, it means the world to me seeing some validation from thinking back to that first night where I was up till 2 in the morning, spent like 8 hours getting that first video done to today. I hope this video was motivating and helps some of you guys that are looking to start a YouTube channel. I love YouTube. I've grown to love it. It was weird at first, but man, I don't know. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, but I do. Similar to teaching, where at first it was, I had no formal training as a teacher, but I got over the hump. It just became second nature, and then I started having a lot of fun with it. And this is just another form of teaching. This is something that I'm sure will continue to become more and more popular in the future. This concept of distance learning or online education, whatever you want to call it. Even though I'm looking at a webcam, I am, talking to real people. And again, I just want to extend a thank you to you for watching my videos and giving me some verification, some validation along the way that what I'm doing is having a positive impact on people around the world, a truly global audience. So thank you guys, appreciate it, and I'll see you at the next video.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at ryansmethod.com. Thank you.